I'm grooving. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo esports podcast on a short week. This is episode 144. This is really like what, episode 143.5?
Oh, pretty much.
Kinda, yeah. But fuck it, 144 for the week of September 13th, 2020. We're back on our regularly scheduled day and time. My name is Josh, aka JK Fire. This week I'm joined by the man in, is that new?
No, we've had this for a couple of years.
Well, I like it. In the man in the Vikings fucking zip up jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like a jacket.
It's a little heavier duty, yeah.
Do you see, look at the lines on that,
yeah, like
though.
right here, they're kind of like, yeah.
That's nice. It's subdued.
It's not going to show up on the camera.
No, but it looks fresh. And if you're watching the live show or watched the VOD last week, you knew that Will was in a Colorado hat, but now Will is in the Minnesota hat that looks like the Colorado hat, that logo I was talking about. There it is. Yeah. Did you do that for me? Or did you just put that on?
I wear this hat all the time.
So you did it for me.
Yes,
Sweet.
Exactly. Just for you.
Awesome. Thank you. But yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live show. Welcome, Justin. Welcome, Dave. Everybody else who's tuning in. Thank you guys for being here. This is going to be an odd and a short one.
Yeah.
We're going to say, because we already talked about like basically everything on Wednesday for the actual recording of last week's show. But we still have a few things to talk about, but the main thing, well, Will, do you want to know what's up on this episode?
Yeah.
Yeah. Football's back, baby! Woo! That's right.
Oh, no, I did an unwarranted woo. No,
that's not unwarranted. That was absolutely warranted. As a matter of fact, the Vikings are playing literally right now.
Yeah, kickoff is about to happen.
Or it happened 5 minutes ago.
Well, there's always like, it starts at noon, and then like
sure.
Game time's actually like 12:10.
Valid. Very valid. So yeah, our Minnesota Vikings go up against the Green Bay Packers. Big divisional game to kick things off for the season.
Yeah.
There were no preseason games, as Will and I were talking about before we started recording the show. So before we get into any of the Halo stuff, first I'm going to say football's back. We're going to briefly talk about that at the beginning of the show here. Community tournaments keep the Halo competition flowing, and the HCS lull begins yet again. So before we get into the competitive news, Will, who do you think wins week one? The Minnesota Vikings against the Green Bay Packers.
God, we were talking about this before we started the show.
Yes. And
you're right in saying the Green Bay defense is always touted to be better than they are.
Yes. It's what it feels like, right?
Yeah.
And last year was the year like, oh no, we're actually good this year. You're like, you're not really though.
You have the superstar Aaron Rodgers who can make plays happen.
And he still can.
Yep.
It's upsetting.
Yeah.
He should just retire and then we can pick him up again.
Oh.
You know, like Brett Favre.
Pull another Favre?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Get us close to a Super Bowl.
Well, that's the funny thing is rumors are that Aaron Rodgers might not be happy because they drafted a quarterback.
Yeah, Jordan Love. Yeah.
And it's like the same cycle they did. It's the same thing they did with Brett Favre with Aaron Rodgers, and why Brett Favre eventually got a little. Brett Favre wasn't happy when they drafted Rodgers.
Sure.
So Rodgers should really be like, if anything, he should be like, okay, they're just securing their future. It's the same thing they did with me. I shouldn't be mad.
Yeah, and that's what it feels like they're doing.
Otherwise, he needs to be mad at himself for taking over Brett Favre's spot, right? Which I doubt he is because he's one of the greats now.
No, if any, like, I think people are blowing this Aaron Rodgers things out of proportion.
Oh, I agree.
Right. If you think about it, you're right. They drafted Jordan Love. Sure, Rodgers would have loved a wide receiver to throw to because he wants to go to a Super Bowl and win again, obviously. The Packers are looking at it well, we have Matt LaFleur as a new head coach. It was his first year last year.
Yep.
And he wants to solidify something for the future. Jordan Love ain't starting this year. He ain't starting next year. He probably won't start the year after that, depending upon A, if Rodgers is healthy, and B, if Rodgers is happy.
Yeah, well, that's a big thing right now, too, is Rodgers has been a bit injury-prone throughout his career. He's had a few big injuries that sidelined him for seasons.
One of them was our fault.
Yeah, he ran into a bar, you know.
Wow.
Sorry,
the puns.
Bringing up the puns early.
Puns have come out. All right, I can dig it.
Yeah, but going back to Vikings versus Packers here.
Yeah.
Vikings also have a new offensive coordinator.
We do, because Kevin Stefanski is now the head coach of the Browns.
Yeah, good luck, man.
Ooh.
I mean, look at they got talent on that team, and they can't win.
Yeah.
So with no preseason, I think I don't want the Vikings to lose, but I think they're going to lose this game because it's a new offense, not tested in a game setting.
We don't have Diggs anymore. Diggs is now on the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, he was a problem kid anyway.
Yes, but he could make plays. He wasn't amazing,
his
but he
head's
could make
too
plays.
big for me, man.
Metaphorically, not in a physical sense.
Yeah. Too egotistical.
He's looking at him in the helmet like, your head's too fucking big.
Too egotistical.
Sure. I can understand that.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm going to sit out until I get what I want, and then, fuck that guy. Get him out of here.
Well, now Josh Allen can throw to him.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Or not, because it's Josh Allen.
Or not.
Throwing shade today.
We're throwing shade at the Bills hardcore. Okay.
No,
so you don't think...
I'm still on board with we should have never got rid of fucking Case Keenum. The team chemistry was too good, and I think that's
it. I don't think Case is an amazing quarterback. I don't think anybody believes Case is an amazing quarterback. But like you said, within our system that we had in place, a full year of him as a starter, I think we could have done something special.
It wasn't the fact, he wasn't a good, how do I want to put this? Kirk Cousins, right? His mind is very okay, here's where the routes are going to be. I need to throw it here to hit this person on this spot.
He's not really open for interpretation.
Right, where Case was oh shit, there's a blitz. I need to run and just whip it up there, and maybe someone
make a play.
Come up with a catch. Yeah.
Make a play.
He made the spectacular stuff happen.
Yes. He made the miraculous stuff happen.
Yes. Which I mean, Kirk can throw a good ball and get it on his spot, but like you said, no the mushmouth coming on here.
It's okay.
No improvisation.
We're throwing the big words out there today.
I should have worn my words are hard today shirt.
You should have.
But yes, I honestly give it a 60-40 chance towards the Packers.
Okay.
Because of the new stuff that's going on and the way no crowd at a home stadium. It's going to be weird for everyone that first game.
Right.
So
exactly. And as we were talking before we started recording, I never put it past Aaron Rodgers. That's the big thing, right? If I had a choice between Aaron Rodgers and Kirk Cousins, who the fuck do you think anybody's picking?
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly. So there's that. And then before we get in the Halo stuff, I have one more question to ask you.
Okay.
Tom Brady on the Buccaneers going up against the Saints tonight.
It's a tough
Sunday
defense.
Night Football.
He's gonna finally see what the NFC can do on a regular basis. When he was in the AFC, I hope he gets crushed.
So here's the thing. I hate Sean Payton.
Oh, me too.
The head coach of the Saints. I hate him, right? The Bounty Gate shit, all that. I just don't like him.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, by affiliation, I'm not a huge fan of the Saints. Okay. But what I hope to have happen, I have nothing against Tom Brady. Okay. I know everybody loves to hate Tom Brady. I have nothing against Tom Brady. But what I want to see happen, I want Tom Brady to get his ass laid out.
Yeah.
Right away. And I want that person that lays him out and says, "Welcome to the NFC, bitch." That's what I want to happen. Just lay a bitch in there and then walk away.
Yeah. No, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
But here's what I really hope happens. I hope he gets crushed this first game.
Okay.
And then he comes back the next of the season and he
just fucking steamrolls.
Steamrolls. Yeah, he's oh shit, this is what I need to do. And he can still prove at 41. Is he 40, 41?
I thought he was 43 or 44.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
However old this guy is.
He's old as fuck.
I hope he can just show him up and be you know what, I'm still here. And then that'll prove that it's him and not the Patriots organization.
Yeah, it's not Bill Belichick that made it happen.
Yeah.
And I think go ahead.
Oh, I think that's a point for both of them. Brady and Belichick is that they've always been the duo. And one is can you win without the other?
So I listen to sports shows all the time, and I'm not saying I'm an expert by any means. I just listen to it for entertainment. But a lot of the analysts are talking about how other teams are still not looking forward to playing the Patriots because of Belichick. Like, they may not have a lot of, I mean, they really don't have any superstar players on that team besides Cam Newton now. But if you think about it, it's the fact that teams are still not satisfied where they are until they're able to overcome that challenge of beating him.
Yeah.
That is testament to how much of a huge deal he is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's crazy.
Belichick's been like, I mean, he's one of the great coaches, and his mind is like football all the time.
Yep.
He's one of those that is like freaking nose down, always in it. And I think that it shows on the field.
Yep.
One thing I'm excited for, and I actually, if anyone's listening from my fantasy league, I'm trying to pick up Cam off of waivers because, look, Cam was on the the Panthers before.
He was.
Not a great offensive line.
No.
What do the Patriots have? They had to protect Brady for all those years. They got a solid offensive line. You give Cam actually time to throw or time to decide where he's going to run, could be dangerous. So,
and my big thing with Cam is, he was known as Super Cam back in the day. Like back during his MVP season in 2016 or something like that, a long time ago.
Yep.
He was known as Super Cam. So is he going to be like that? Not like week 1 or anything like that, but just anytime during the season, is he going to be like that again?
Over the last couple of years, it's always been, are you getting good Cam or bad Cam this game?
Yeah, and that's the scary part about Cam Newton. You just don't know.
Well, let's see. He's moving to the Patriots where they've shown you don't have to be great to win.
No, you just have to fit in that system.
Yeah. So I think they're going to do really well. I honestly do.
I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past Bill. I just wouldn't.
And he's going to a easier division, technically.
Yes. I mean, the two big threats that you have to worry about are the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Those are the two big threats you have to worry about. And maybe the Bills, if they are good. They were good last year.
They were decent. I was just throwing shade to throw shade.
I know. So if their defense improves even more, and their defense was great last year, if Josh Allen gets a little less erratic in his throws, the Bills could be a very powerful team this year too. So, but yes, all in all, if you look at the AFC compared to the NFC, the AFC is easily the lesser of the two. All around. Yes, they have a couple like huge powerhouse teams, but like, yeah.
All right. Speaking of that division, Lamar Jackson.
Holy moly.
He steamrolled last year. He did
in the regular season.
In the regular season.
Yep.
I'm wondering if he has, because like a lot of times that second year can be really tough. Like people either.
Well, this is his third.
Well, yes. After a breakout year, people either continue or they slide.
Right, and we've seen it continue with Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
And I'm not saying Lamar Jackson is Patrick Mahomes. They're two different types of quarterback. Both can run, but Lamar can run.
Yeah.
So, and Lamar, from his first to second year, so from his first to last year, his improvement was tenfold. And we already know that we haven't seen the top of what Patrick Mahomes can do. Therefore, I don't believe we've seen the best of what Lamar Jackson can do. And the fact that they kept most of their team and they've added some skill slots as well.
It's going to be
interesting. That team is scary.
It's going to be interesting this year.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we move on from the NFL talk?
Yes, but I'm sorry. So you think the Saints will win against Tampa Bay?
I do. The defense is too good.
Okay.
Historically, the defense is too good.
I believe I can agree with that. It is at the Superdome, but even fans.
On the other side of that, what does Tampa have for a defense?
That's a good question.
I don't know. I don't know their defense well enough.
I don't know either. All I know is that they technically upgraded that quarterback. Jameis threw a shit ton of touchdowns last year, but a shit ton of interceptions as well. Think if those weren't interceptions.
Yeah.
That team was scary.
And it's you look at the Chiefs, right? It's proven to be a passing league, and defense can be okay, and you can still win.
Oh yeah, but if you have that star quarterback, you don't have to worry about shit. It's crazy. But yes, well, let's talk about some competitive news. Midnight Halo Tournament announcement. It's the 1v1 before sunset. Thursday, September 24th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a 1v1 HCS style tournament. The coveted 1v1 returns as the second installment of the 1v1 trilogy. We saw hearts shattered during the Before Sunrise 1v1 and had unforgettable moments. Now, it's time for 1v1 Before Sunset. Will we see new blood claim the throne? Registration deadline is Tuesday, September 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Prize pool is $300. First takes on $150, second with $100, and third with $50. Game type is MH1v1 Sunset. It's found in the file share of Twitch Nap Times with a Z. And the maps are Crossfire, Truth, Kali Plaza, and Regret. You get caught in the crossfire! Crossfire! It's a board game. Do you know that?
No.
Watch the commercial for it on YouTube.
Okay.
It shit goes hard. It's crazy. Well, that's it for the competitive news. Upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcombo.com. Check out noobcombo.com for all your Halo esports needs. We got a few for you. Today, Sunday, September 13th, we have the Esports Arena Halo 5 4v4. Check it out. I got to get rid of that word in the show notes. Boom. Friday, September 18th, Westenthal's Halo 5 1v1 Octagon tournament. That should be something.
An Octagon tournament, huh?
Yeah. A 1v1 Octagon tournament.
Just who's got the better shot
Who's got the better shot?
and who can whip fast enough when someone spawns in.
True statement. Saturday, September 19th, we have the SWAT Nation Headshot Harvest Halo 5 2v2. And then on Sunday, September 20th, the Esports Arena Halo 5 4v4.
I have to say, I
Yes.
do enjoy the SWAT Nation's tournament names. They're really good.
They are.
Like Headshot Harvest. Like that's
Yes,
just
the
hell yeah.
Sniperino Cappuccino.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep, good stuff.
Bears don't SWAT.
Another thing with the Octagon tournament, wondering how much the snipers will be used versus the magnums. Be interesting. Like maybe you're in a deficit and you just got to get a quick shot off.
I mean, hey, if you're whipping,
Yeah.
whipping good, you you might be able. I don't know. Okay, that's it for your upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcombo.com. Check out noobcombo.com for all your Halo esports needs. Will, what do we got next? Roster.
We got nothing. I'm cutting it. We got nothing. There you go. Nothing happened in the 3 days that we've been looking for shit on the internet.
Oh my God, that was one of the best things that's ever happened on the show. Holy shit, because you know what? It's funny because I completely forgot that you could cut it out by just tapping it again. I completely forgot about that. That was phenomenal. Oh my God. Thank you for that. With that, what do we got for the tournament and league recaps of the last 3 days?
What, is it actually 4 days? 4 days.
Yeah,
Well, Thursday,
4.
Friday, Saturday, and whatever. Nothing happened this morning, so 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days.
Three fucking days. Okay.
We got one tonight, so yeah, 3 days.
We got the G Fuel Energy Games results. I forgot to write down the time. Hang on.
It's okay.
Yes.
We're kind of all over the place this
yeah,
episode.
yeah.
It's all good.
G Fuel Energy Game results 7th through 8th. We had G Fuel Virgins, Frontier, Bumper, Reaper, Maximilian, and Vamos Games or Gamers.
It's Frontier Bumper.
Frontier Bumper?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Frontier Bumper.
Oh. Why not?
Bumper's going on a frontier. I mean, hey, who knew?
See, I didn't increase the text size like I normally do.
That's what I have to do too. I get it. It's all good. Also, Josh asks, yo, what's up, Josh? Yo. Hey, man. Sorry I never replied. My apologies.
Hey, we've kind of just been going on a tangent. I'm getting toasty.
Dave says, I'm hardly hanging in. Just tired and can't sleep. Dave, go sleep. Justin says, I feel you, Dave. I only got 3 hours of sleep Friday because I was hanging out with some friends I hadn't seen in a while. All day yesterday was rough. Hope you can rest up. And then Justin says, might be my Canadian showing, though. What about the Canadian was showing there?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Josh says, heard your guys' NFL talk. Got to say, Steelers have a strong roster this year. Steelers have Big Ben back. The question is he Big Ben anymore? That's the real question. I don't think they're going to be as good.
No.
I just don't.
I don't either.
I just don't.
They
They have a great organization. I just don't think they're going to be as good.
Yeah.
We'll see, though.
I don't think they've built up enough. Like, their roster got old. They haven't built around it. Yeah, anyway.
Who's their star wide receiver? Is it still Juju?
Probably.
Is that it? But
Oh, a message didn't send. He said hockey is better than football.
Well, I mean, you're wrong, but that's fine. You do love hockey, though. I respect your guys' opinion. I know you love hockey. I know Justin loves hockey.
Well, here's the thing. Like,
you play.
I do. Canadian football isn't as popular or as big as NFL, and I know he's
the
still...
CFL?
CFL, yeah.
Who came from...
I don't know.
Wait a second.
All right.
Did Kurt Warner come from the CFL?
I think so.
Okay. Kurt Warner's the all-time
Dave
great.
says NASCAR is best sport.
I mean, you are wrong, but that's okay.
Do you ever watch NASCAR?
No. I've tried.
I used to when I was younger.
Yeah.
And it was like a...
I used to watch wrestling when I was younger, but let's see how that turned out.
Same.
Yeah.
It's a good sport that you don't really have to pay attention to. You can just sit around, eat food, just have the NASCAR race on. It's not really like...
Sure.
It's not intense.
Yeah,
I mean, it's intense for the drivers, right? Because they're going 200 miles an hour for hours on end. But
any small micro movement that they make can be life and death, basically.
It could.
Guys try and make the jump all the time. NFL is just so much more talented, says Justin.
That's where,
That's true.
Yeah, that's where everyone wants to go. That's where the prime...
That's where the money is, too.
Where the money, yeah.
Yep.
But no, hockey is like intense all the time, and there's not as many breaks between plays, right? It's just go, go, go.
Dave says, honestly, soccer is the best sport, and I'll fight that. Basing off of your hockey point that you just made, I think that's the same.
All right.
You have some slowdown moments, but it's always go, go, go. You barely have a break in a soccer game. Like, you don't...
Sure, but, you also get a little tap on your leg somewhere, and you cry like you just fucking got shot, Like, that's the thing that takes me out of a soccer game.
So here's my question. I have a legitimate question, because I thought about this. This podcast turned into sports talk, but that's okay, because we technically base this show off of sports radio. So it kind of works out, But here's my question. For soccer, right? So the joke is always made, and I agree. It's like, it feels like if they just get tapped, oh my God, woe is me, fucking.
It's a strategy, though.
But I can't imagine getting kicked with a cleat feels very good. So is it?
Oh, but it's not just...
What percentage would we say is, this person actually got hit, and you just doesn't really translate well to the TV? Or, no, they are just bitching to bitch.
Yeah, well, you also see the ones where, like, they bump shoulders and the guy just, like, flops himself.
Sure,
I'm like, fuck you. Like, they try to play.
Fuck you.
Yeah, well, they try to play to the refs to get an advantage.
Oh yeah.
Which I think everybody does. Like, you
see it in football all the time, too.
Oh, yeah, you have the corners waving their arms, or receiver gets up and he's pulling for the flag, and I'm like...
Yep, or the quarterback misses the throw and he turns around to look at the ref immediately.
Yeah.
They're like,
like, everyone plays to the refs, but it's so dramatic.
Yeah.
Like, stop being a bitch. Like, just play the game. That's what turns me off about soccer.
Will's mantra: stop being a bitch, play the game. Fuck you. That's it.
Man, I should just tell that to my hockey team.
Can I get that on a shirt? Will's mantra on the back: stop being a bitch, play the game. Fuck you. I'll buy the fuck out of that.
It's not bad, is it?
Straight up, I'll buy that. Oh my God. Dave's.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'll catch up on.
All right. So, okay. So Justin says average wage in the CFL is like $70,000, and quarterback only make like $150,000. Josh, did you really just compare hockey to soccer? I'm coming to fight you right now. Be ready in like 8 hours.
Bring it on, Justin. I want to see this.
He'd fucking destroy me. Dave says, while they're super baby like that, before they made those rules that changed that thing people used to headbutt and run through people, there wasn't a game where a serious injury didn't occur. Okay,
but it's still happening today. Those flops and whatnot, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. And then Justin says, hockey players take clap bombs to the teeth.
Slap shots.
Okay. Don't miss a shift. Carlson played on a broken ankle for an entire playoff run.
Granlund played with a broken wrist for one of our playoff runs. There was a guy who had a heart attack on the bench and wanted to go back in. Yeah. Yeah.
All to hit a fucking puck. That person's living by your mantra, absolutely. Like, has a fucking heart attack. Looks at his teammates. Stop being a bitch. Get the game. Fuck you.
I mean, yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm crying. That's awesome. Wow. We really got off topic. Holy shit. Oh, Dave says soccer players run about 8 times the length that a football player does. They're normally super tired. Those cards giving them a break instead of running for 50 minutes straight. That was my thing. Is that it seems like it's always they have like one break at the halfway mark in the game. And it's a 90-minute game, but they nearly play all the way through. That's what it feels like.
There's also not much excitement when there's 1 or 2 goals in an hour and a half.
No,
for me,
no,
it's back and forth, and I'm like, man, I like the joke. If I wanted to watch someone struggle to score for 90 minutes, I take my friends to a bar.
To me, it was much more fun to go to an MN United game than to watch a soccer game on a television. Kind of like how it's, to me, in baseball's just not incredibly fun for me to watch in the first place, but I'd rather be at a baseball game than watching baseball on TV. Just because it's just that feeling of being with people, being at a stadium, just being in the moment. You know, to me, that's what that is. But football and I mean, hockey, when I did watch it with you guys, it's just fun to watch.
Sure.
So, Will, the G Fuel Energy Games results.
We're going to restart this.
Go ahead. I mean, you only got one team in.
G Fuel Virgins, Frontier Bumper, Reaper, Maximilian, Vamos Gamers, and 4 bots, Most Dope, known as Phenom, Klepto, and Little T2. That's your 7th and 8th place teams. 5th through 6th, Burgertown, Rami, Munoz, Fire, and NYC. And then MLG Gangstas, Jig, Empty Ugly Monkey, Gunfire, and Strafey. 4th place was Not Losing Sorry, but they kind of did lose. Realize, Rowan, Piles, and Eli Elite. And 3rd was Hitman, or Hitmen, however you want to say it. Omega is Better, Wanward, Porky J, and Filthy G. And 1st, 2nd, The Last Dance, Goofy, Trippy.
Eco.
Eco.
It's Eco. No,
Eco.
It's Eco.
Gilkey and Gilkey, yep. And Sentinels was Lethal, Royal 2, APG, and Frosty. So is there just like a 1st, 2nd? The Sentinels were
qualifiers.
First? Oh, qualifiers.
Qualifiers.
So there wasn't an actual first place game.
No, it didn't matter.
Interessante. All right. Midnight Halo, Jack of all trades, V2, H5, 2v2 results. 7th through 8th. Fiesta gods are on side.
So Fiesta was not spelt like that, but I just thought it was Fiesta. But even then, it didn't make sense at all anyway. So whatever.
Anyway. Geology Rocks and Fall. Interesting. Battletoads, Buck Tender, and Harzo. And 5th through 6th, Murda, Young Guns, and Dallas Snipes. And then Hide Your Head, Into Gravity, and Moosh World?
Guess so.
Yeah. 4th, the big ones. Suppressed and Smoke You Dig. 3rd, taking home $50. Juan and Angel, which was no pro Angel, and 1117. 2nd, taking home $100. Frenemies, Pollock and Envor in 1st place, taking home $150. Heavy Aim, Sabinator, and the Gold Star BR. CGL Halo 5, 2v2, $2,000 invitational results. 7th through 8th, GBX and Vols Deep. 5th through 6th, Legonite and IDK. 4th was #Duo, Bound and Neptune. 3rd, Paradigm Shift, Demons and Pyretic. And 2nd, Tolik, which was Talik and Mr. Soul Snipe. And 1st went to Super CC Attacks, which was Scariotic and Super CC Evades. All right, last one here. The MCC Pro Series. Pro Tournament number 2. It's over, right? It's done with?
I believe so, yep.
Are you reading chat? Is that what you're...
Both. Well, I'm looking, yeah, both.
5th through 8th. $250. Burger Town, Munoz, Rami, NYC, and Squally. Magnanimous, King Nick, Spartan, Ryan, Newman, Rain. One Trick Pony, Most Dope, known as Phenom. Sargoth, an Employee. The Erectors. Is it Deciding? Catastrophe, Flazin, and Tylenol. 3rd, 4th, $500. Inconceivable, Boobadoo, Falcated, Tuscan Ace. Status Quo, Flame Sword, Hysteria, Roy, and Gabriel. Second, taking home $1,000 was Sentinels, Lethal, APG, Royal 2, and Frosty. In first place, taking home $2,000, The Last Dance, Trippy, Eco, Goofy, and Gilkey. A little upset there.
The Last Dance won the Open tournament last week.
Yep.
And then they won the Pro tournament this week. And yes, that is Frosty stepping in for Snakebite. Snakebite put out a video and a statement as to why he is not competing.
I did not see that video.
I believe it's due to family matter.
Gotcha.
So don't blame him in the slightest.
Nope.
Hope everything gets better. And wish you the best of luck, Snake. Hope to see you back soon. And then Jordan says, the Erectors? Yes.
Yep, that was a team name.
Yes. And
The Erectors.
I chuckled internally about it.
Me too.
So
do we want to get to the Among Us talk now, or do we want to wait?
Let's wait till Will's Adventures because I see you have it in there.
Yeah.
So we'll do that.
Okay.
Will, it's time for the topic of this week's show. What's next for Halo Esports while we wait for Infinite?
Predictions? Is that what we're doing right now?
Sure. Fuck it. We talk about it all the damn time because guess what? They haven't announced anything yet.
No.
What's next? Do we have Halo 5? Halo 4? Halo 2 Classic? Halo 1? Show matches with all games? What do we have?
I don't even know at this point. What do you do? I mean, you're finishing up the Pro Series. You're essentially, we would probably be getting information for Infinite right now, is what would be happening.
Yeah, that game was supposed to come out in 2 months.
Right. So they're probably like, hey, here's our strategy when Infinite releases.
I don't even know. Halo Wars 2, says Dave.
Brock Generation coming out.
Almirante 99.
Yeah.
They'd be the only two in the finals the whole time. They'd be Sentinels.
Yeah.
I'm down. I think it'd be funny as shit.
That'd be your Tox Splice matchup every time.
It's true.
I mean, put some light on it. I wouldn't care.
Sure.
I mean, it's better than nothing. That's the thing.
It is better than nothing.
I wasn't a fan of the, MCC Pro Series because I just don't enjoy watching those games as much as Halo 5 because the movement, the fast pace of the game isn't there.
Right.
Even though people say you can move, it's just not the same.
Hold on a second.
But I'm
going to verify something here.
I'm hoping that they go back to H5 because we saw there's Clamber. We saw there's Mantle. Or maybe there's not Clamber because there's a grappling hook. Right?
Right. Mantle, I think, is Clamber.
Clamber.
Yeah. That's what we saw.
But what we didn't see is the action itself because Mantle could literally, it was on a box.
Sure.
So he could have literally just, slid over the box. And there might not be, a grab the ledge Clamber.
I thought it was after he jumped.
Was it? Oh, maybe. I don't remember.
I thought it was.
Yeah, slide Clamber all back in. So, I mean, bring back Halo 5 to get that kind of fast-paced movement without if you could do a special setting somehow with Mythic Arena settings where you can clamber instead of thrust. Maybe give them the BR, and that's why I wish there was a little bit more tuning being able to be done in the game.
Can we just say that I'm so happy that the fucking pistol's a secondary again?
I liked my pistol, man. I liked it.
Fuck that gun. It's a fucking secondary. Bitch.
But it's futuristic weapons, right? It's not
Sure.
Which is why I didn't like the design of the new weapons into the game because they all look like today's weapons.
Yeah, it is kind of weird how those weapons look like just everyday military weapons.
But who knows with that upgrade screen, H2 pistol for the win. Yeah, let's go, Justin.
So we're saying that the competitive weapon will be dual wielding the Halo Infinite pistol because it's supposed to be like Halo 2's pistol.
No,
I'm down.
The meta is going to be dual wielding needlers the whole time. Yeah, that's going to be it. Needlers.
But how is the Needler going to play out? Are we thinking this is going to be like Halo 5's Needler or Halo 1's Needler? Halo 1's is like the worst gun in existence. And then Halo 5's is, holy shit, this is actually pretty goddamn good.
It's going to be better than Halo 5's. No.
Dual wielding better than Halo 5's Needler. That's the competitive meta.
Yep.
I'm in.
Just kidding.
I'm in for this. Just see that all around the fucking map.
What if it's that, what was it, like a VK-70 that was a single shot?
The marksman rifle?
Yeah.
It's like the DMR replacement, but you can shoot it as fast as you can pull the trigger, I think is what they're talking about.
Right. So, like, that's kind of your pistol/BR replacement because you can fire it as fast as possible or take your precision shots.
So the question is a 4-shot or a 5-shot? Because the DMR's a 5. The BR's a 4.
The pistol's a 5. I think it's
Pistol's
5.
a 5.
I think it stays 5.
Okay.
Well.
But you can't shoot the pistol or the DMR as fast as you want.
So, yeah, goalie's right. Single shot or full auto option.
And we saw that there isn't necessarily bloom.
No, but the reticle bounces.
Yeah, the reticle does get slightly larger, but it doesn't go like fucking full blown.
Well, it's just like zooming in or out with a pistol, right? Maybe
Sure.
that's a counterbalance to it.
Could be. For all intents and purposes, I think the competitive will be the BR. I don't think it's going to be this VK-70, but it's
I'm throwing shit out there.
It's a good question to ask because we don't know how that gun will play. We don't know any fucking gun's going to play in multiplayer because we haven't seen fucking multiplayer. But yes, that was the last Halo 3 PC Pro Series tournament that took place. So we're done.
Do we get one round of 4 when they release it?
Ooh, baby.
Do you think they'll throw 4 in there? I mean, usually your esports is your marketing for your game, which is weird why they keep going back to the old games because the game's out. But they're releasing them on PC. So 4 comes out on PC. Hey, we're having a tournament for 4 on PC. You can go buy it on PC or, get Games Pass, whatever they are trying to do.
I'm so torn. I'm honestly, I think I'm at a 50-50 split as to whether or not they do 4. Because 4 had an HCS stint for a brief time, like a very brief time, but it did have one. But then I look at it as, well, they did Halo Reach when they brought it to PC. They skipped Halo 1.
Because it didn't work at all.
Right, but they skipped it. Halo 2, they did Anniversary, so they didn't do Classic.
Upgraded graphics, though.
True, and H2A did have... Shut up.
You're doing
I did it again. I know.
It on the
Fuck
regular
me.
now.
H2A had an HCS couple seasons anyway as well, before it came to PC. So based off the fact that Halo 4 did have an HCS stint, however brief that was, it makes me believe that they will. But then again, I can see it being the biggest joke ever.
Yeah.
Like if they did announce it, yeah, the next one's going to be Halo 4. I bet, people are going to be online. They're like, why the fuck didn't we go back to 5? You could have picked any other game to do instead of this one. Blah, blah, blah. Halo 4 had one technically competitive mode in Extraction. So that's why I'm like 50-50.
What if they did maybe they don't do a competitive tournament like that. Maybe they do let's bring in casters like Shyway.
For funsies?
All content creators and just do something fun with Halo 4. I could see that happening.
That could be cool. I also think the sniper's a little bit more difficult to use in 4 because of how big it is.
Oh, sure.
How much of the screen it fucking takes up with that scope.
The freaking giant box.
It's crazy. But no, I don't know.
I would like to see 5 personally.
I would too.
Because it's my game.
I would too. I want to see 5 as well. What a fucking crazy,
We're back into the lull where we just don't know what's going to happen.
I hate this shit. I hate it so bad because I was thinking about our show is going to be short as fuck. obviously we had a lot of sports talk, which is great. I like that. It's just, all you had to do was during the Saturday broadcast of that MCC Pro tournament, which I heard the broadcast was not great. All you had to do was just say, here's what we got next. That's it.
Or stay tuned for news on this date or this coming month or just something.
Yeah. That's all you had to do. But guess what you didn't do? You didn't do the bare fucking minimum.
Well, maybe.
Actually, I lied. They are doing the bare minimum. The bare minimum is literally nothing.
I just think they have nothing planned and they didn't want to put anything out there.
Sure. It's bad still.
I mean, is it better to say, hey, we got nothing coming up, this is it?
I'd rather hear that than speculate the shit out of nothing.
I just think it means there's nothing coming up.
I fucking hate that. Then just come out and say, all right, grassroots people, take it away. You got this till infinite. We'll be back at this time for some good shit.
We'll be back March 2022.
Game comes out fall 2021. Wait till March the next year after. Perfect. Love it.
That was supposed to be a delayed again reference, but whatever.
Yes. Oh, fuck you. Did you hear that? The fuck? Okay, whatever. That's it for the topic. It's time for some regular news. Introducing the Hex X Halo collection. Do you want a backpack or a duffel bag? Guess what, fuckers? You can get them now. Yeah, they're expensive.
They're expensive as hell.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But I mean, yeah, they're designer backpacks and duffel bags with subdued Halo graphic stuff on that.
I appreciate the minimalistic stuff.
Same. Like, I don't like wearing something that's like fucking, like, fuck that, you know?
It's like, I go back and forth on that camo Halo Infinite sweatshirt because I'm
Sure.
like, it looks cool, but it's just like, it's freaking just Halo. Like,
It's gaudy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
I like the minimalistic. Like, that's why I like that t-shirt. What has a little like thing in the corner.
Yeah.
The blue. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good
Yeah.
shit. Dave says, fuck, I want that. I'm tired.
it
They are
looks so-
tech bags.
It looks so good inside.
Doesn't it?
The liners.
See, kind of justified for that
my
price
God,
now, huh?
No. Still no.
Justin says, and they don't feel very Halo, and that's fine. I'd rather them not than be like have Master Chief's fucking helmet right plastered on the front and be like, hey, look at me, fuckers. I don't need that, you know. Last up, the MCC development and flighting updates by Postums. They talk about the custom game browser and the progress that's being made on that. So go ahead and check out that article in the show notes of the Google Doc, the show notes of the show, ! Show notes in chat. It's there.
Well, Josh, so he says, so what happens when we have an episode with zero Halo news?
There never has been.
There never has been, or we do a Taco Bell episode.
There you go. Honestly, I don't think we'll ever have an episode where there's not something to talk about that's Halo related. I mean,
We're getting more news about the Xbox.
yeah, and we're going to literally talk about a couple of those things here soon.
Yeah. There's always gaming. We can like pull in gaming news. It doesn't necessarily have to be HCS related, but
Correct. So there's always something to talk about. Dave says, I mean, they've done a fantastic job with Zero Information for Infinite. Well, thank you, Dave. It's greatly appreciated. Even it's a lack of Halo news that that is news in itself. Yeah, I mean, I can at least scream about that. If you want a full-blown ranty fucking Will and Josh episode, we can make that happen too. I'll throw shade at every motherfucker over there. I don't even give a shit anymore. No, it's fine. I'll wait. I'll wait patiently.
Josh is getting mad.
Dude, every morning I wake up, give my monitor a little summit punch. Like, where's my Halo Infinite? That's it. That's it.
The best part of that summit punch was the wind-up, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep. You see him too. He's fucking geared for it. Oh,
the best part is the monitor fucking survived. It didn't break. He punched it. It fell off the back of the desk.
Sure.
And it survived. It just fucking it didn't crack the screen. Nothing. That I want to know what monitor that is because I want to punch my monitor every once in a while. And if there's one that can take a punch, I need to know. One? I need to know.
Oh my God. Dave says they could start doing drama alerts. Halo always has something going crazy.
Oh,
nah,
no.
Fuck him. He's a piece of shit. I don't want anything associated with that piece of shit. Josh asks, was the stream always in 720p 60? Could have sworn it was 1080p 60. It was 720 for months because of bandwidth issues here in the area.
We're having a ton of frame droppage.
We were
1080p.
Yup. And there are days where it's perfect. There are days where it's not. And I'd rather eliminate that possibility of it not being good. So I just dropped it down and we've been good ever since. I'm not saying do a drama alert, but you could talk about drama.
I mean, there's always Halo community. Unfortunately, there's always Halo community drama.
We could have talked about the Spartan shit. I didn't want to put the Spartan shit in here because I think people are blowing it out of proportion.
Agreed.
The dude talk shit in a video game, and now everyone is at his throat and being like, hey, it's not nice. It's like, fuck you, dude. Stop being a bitch. Play the game. Fuck you. That's it.
Yeah, there you go.
Smart needs to put that in his stream. That's it. Right there. The Will mantra. Stop being a bitch. Play the game. Fuck you. Yeah, I read the twit logger. I think people are just too upset over nothing. Do I think he can be a little toxic at times? Sure. Can anybody be toxic at times?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. And I think he said, and I respect him for saying it and not saying it, because he said that if you only knew what all the other players were thinking but not saying out loud.
Right, behind closed doors.
Right.
What they're doing.
Right. So the fact that he brought that up but didn't call anybody out, I respect that.
Yeah.
Like, because clearly shit happens, that we just don't know about.
If you're upset about Spartan talking shit in games, and stop teabagging, stop shooting bodies, because you're being toxic then too. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. And if he wants to get hyped up because he fucking destroyed somebody, then who cares?
And a lot of, he's drinking and playing on stream. It's he's just having fun.
Right.
And he talks shit to have fun. A lot of people do just talk shit.
Absolutely.
In video games, it is what it is. Like he said, he's leaving it in the game. He doesn't go talk shit outside of the games.
Right.
Unless, what I've noticed is people come at him on Twitter and he just defends himself.
Yeah, and then people get upset that he defends himself.
Right.
Like, what the fuck do you expect him to do? Sit there and take it? No, fuck that. Stop being a bitch. Play the game. Fuck you.
It's perfect.
God. If you only know Spartan for matchmaking, then yeah, he's an asshole. But if you knew or got to know him elsewhere, he's a great guy, says Dave. Yeah, absolutely. I bet he is. People just get upset over the dumbest fucking shit. It's crazy to me. You have fires raging in California, right? Spreading smoke across the country. Yeah. Air pollution's terrible. You have fucking racism spreading rampant. You have so much shit going on, and you get upset over a dude talking shit in a video game. Fuck you! Are you kidding me? Go fight a better fight, you idiot. I can't believe it. Oh my God. And now people are going to say, oh, Josh, you're being toxic. Nah, fuck you too. I don't have time. I literally do not have the mental capacity or the time to worry about little shitheads like you. I just don't. I can't believe it. Hey, Will.
Yeah?
Guess what?
What?
Got another Games Watch!
I don't know where I put the pen.
I don't know where you put the pen either.
Oh, well.
Ninja returns to Twitch. It's official. This is by Natalie Jarvie of The Hollywood Reporter. Blevin says, inked an exclusive multi-year deal with Twitch, the Amazon-owned gaming streaming platform where he built a large following and became a globally recognized professional gamer. Quote, I'm excited to get back to streaming full-time and connecting with my loyal fan base, end quote, Blevins said in a statement. Quote, I really took my time to decide which platform was best, and Twitch had been supportive throughout the process and understanding my overall career goals. In this next chapter, I'm going to make it a point to elevate and bring more eyes to underrepresented creators. I'm looking forward to working with Twitch to demonstrate how this amazing community of gamers can make a meaningful impact, end quote. Quote, we are thrilled Ninja's returning to Twitch, end quote, said Michael Aragon. What a great last name. Senior VP of Content at Twitch. Quote, Tyler is an iconic force in the gaming community, and it's been amazing to see the impact he's made on the industry and broader culture. Gaming and the people who love it are being recognized by a broad mainstream audience now in part because of Tyler, and we know he's just getting started, end quote. So he came back.
Yeah.
He had his first official return stream. He didn't pull numbers like Shroud did, but I don't think that really matters.
No.
It's, yeah, I find it funny that in his statement he said that Twitch had been working with him on things, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure you called their asses out. I mean, rightfully so. You called their asses out before on like this whole channel bullshit that happened. Yeah, I mean, hey, money's money, right?
Yeah.
And I really couldn't see him going anywhere else except YouTube. I was almost at Facebook. No, I could see him going to YouTube. Doc has been doing really well over there. Granted, Doc still doesn't have an exclusive deal with anybody.
No.
He's still been permanently banned from Twitch, according to him, and he doesn't know why. That's besides the point. Yeah, Doc has been doing really well over on YouTube. There are folks who've been doing really well on Facebook, and then obviously you have your big names on Twitch that are doing well as well.
I'm curious because Doc's pulling still hundreds of thousands at times.
Yeah,
I'm like, he never got that on Twitch, and I'm wondering if he benefited from the big names. Like, what? Who do you have on YouTube? Courage, basically 100 Thieves, right? Moved over to YouTube.
Yes.
And I feel like he's the biggest name on YouTube now.
I think Doc benefited a lot from being permabanned on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he got the publicity.
Yep.
I mean, it was bad, it was good, but all still publicity. Got him in the public's eye.
That's the thing.
He returns, pulls massive numbers, and now people are watching because they're waiting. He's still not bigger than Pewd, sure.
How often does PewDiePie live stream? Genuine question. I'm not trying to sound like an asshole or anything. I just don't know how often PewDiePie live streams.
Okay, Pewd and Doc different like.
Oh yeah, they're completely different type
though,
of content
right?
creators.
So
PewDiePie has been one of the longest running content creators on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hence why he has such a large audience. He's known as the guy.
Right.
He was the first to 100 million subscribers,
Sounds
I
right.
think.
Yeah.
He was really known for his Minecraft content back in the day. He's known for his hot takes.
But he's a YouTuber that now live streams, where Doc was always just a live streamer.
Yes, correct. Who is now delving into different types of content creation with music, merch, other stuff. Yeah, he's broadening his horizons too.
But yeah, so all these content creators are going back to Twitch, and Doc's over here pulling massive numbers on YouTube.
Right.
Because he now doesn't have competition on YouTube. I think his stream time, I've known he's streaming at weird times now, different than what he used to, or at least from what I've noticed. And I'm wondering if that's just adding to it. But yeah, so I feel like a lot of viewers are still tuning in. They might like his content, but
yeah,
I'm sure once the Twitch thing gets settled and things get talked about, that viewership might drop off.
It could,
because it's gonna get rid of that excitement for Doc.
I like his production value. Because I've tuned in every now and again. I like his production value. I just don't find him as entertaining. That's the thing. I like the production value of this stream. It's very top notch. It's very inviting because it's like a show.
Yeah.
You know? I just don't find him in himself that entertaining. But that's just me. I know a ton of people do, and that's great. I think him branching out into other things as well. I think his aesthetic is fantastic. Yeah, I don't know.
for me, the doc is like his gameplay isn't fun to watch, but it's his character that carries it.
Sure. And he is an absolute character.
Yep, it's character all the time.
Yep.
He barely breaks. And there's times
Right.
that he like will laugh or do something that you can tell he kind of broke character, but Doc is just this weird thing, you know, like he's talking about doing like movie deals and all this. I'm like, is that part of the character or is it actually happening?
Right. And I know, like, I've watched Doc way back since like Machinima Respawn days.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew of Doc before he did his Twitch live streams. But yeah, he was known as one of the first creators, the first streamers to really take that production value a next step further.
Mm-hmm. And he's continuing to build on it too.
It is. It's like he has a little bit of a narrative in there too, you know, where when he was teasing his streams to YouTube, right, and you had that radio show being played in the background, and you had things mixed in there, and I'm like, that's cool. Like it was too long, but it was cool, you know. Yeah, I don't know what his viewership's gonna look like after, if and when any of that information comes out. But no, good on him for pulling numbers on YouTube. That's great. And yeah, hopefully Ninja does well on Twitch. I hope that he is honest in his wanting to have a little bit more representation for smaller content creators as well.
I feel like that's a PR statement.
Sure.
Because he always said, oh, you're like, when people would ask him for advice, you remember he'd be like, oh, you're not going to make it. Like, the top 1% is pretty much already there.
Right. And that's the thing is that and like Dave said, PR, it very well could be. It's just, I can only hope that this statement's genuine. That's the thing. I can only hope.
I feel like Tyler is one of those people that will make that genuine statement in the moment, but then seeing the action behind it is what's really going to count here.
Yes.
A lot of people were giving him shit for selling out to Mixer. I saw this now that he's back too. And Tim put out a video, Tim the Tap Man.
Yep.
And while they are good friends, it made a lot of damn sense. He paved the way for a lot of people.
Yes, he did.
Those exclusive deals really weren't happening before Tyler moved, or at least the magnitude of those
the big
deals
ones
weren't happening until he moved. He paved the way for content creators to get paid, to be treated like entertainers, that like
business people,
mm-hmm. Not just, hey, come live stream and work your ass off so you can maybe make some money on our site.
Yep.
But a lot of people are still doing that. But still, the big ones are getting recognized now.
Yes. Because it's now being looked at as a legitimate business platform.
Yep.
When before it was, why do you watch people play video games? Like and yes, there's a lot of people that still like that, but the conversation's growing, the conversation's broadening.
Yeah. Right?
You have all these big sports icons and musical icons playing with these larger streamers, and that simply wouldn't have happened before. And you see all these large sports musical industry icons streaming themselves.
Oh, yeah.
So
Dave says Tyler is the guy that makes statements with no plans. If his wife makes a statement about it, I'll accept it. I feel like Jess is more ingenuine than Tyler is.
Jess is the manager.
She's the manager, but she goes off on freaking Twitter.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I don't want to assume anything about them, obviously.
Sure.
But no, I think I'd rather have Tyler making and following through with that statement.
Yeah, I agree.
It's his stream. It's his community.
Dave also says she's on point about the ninja branding, I think, is what he's referring to. And then everything else, super psycho, super local. Okay.
Well, I mean, she obviously does her job very well.
If she's well, yeah.
Because, I mean, they very well could not have gotten a deal with Twitch. They very well could not have gotten a deal with Mixer. They very well could not have gotten deals with Ellen in all these major things, you know?
Sure. She's
doing a killer job on promoting his brand. So.
I guess.
And his merch does look good.
It does.
I never buy it, but it does look really good.
So there's been a few times where she's spoken out on Twitter, I feel like on his behalf. And Tyler's always like, yeah, she was out of line. Like, there's stuff like that happens that really, like, I'm like, I don't even want to deal with her.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway, well, I'm hoping, like, I'm not hoping ill will against the guy.
No, of course not.
I'm just curious to see where it goes. What kind of content is he going to make? Because Fortnite's done. Like, none of the big names are streaming Fortnite anymore.
But it's still pulling numbers.
It is, but...
And it's still content's being poured in that game still. I mean, that game churns money.
Right.
So, but no,
like, Tyler's been
he's playing Valorant, right?
But I don't enjoy watching Valorant at all.
Yeah.
I can play it, but I don't enjoy watching.
Different strokes for different folks.
Sure.
But no, I agree. I'm not a huge Valorant content consumer. But no, there's something to be said about somebody playing what they want to play.
Oh yeah, they when they're having fun, the audience can have fun.
Exactly, and if they're not, then that translates in a positive or negative way, depending upon that type of creator, right? Because if Doc is screaming because he's not having a great time, that can be entertainment. Because it's funny.
And when Doc's not having a fun time, he screams to that, like, he goes above the level to make it entertaining.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So or if you're not having fun and you're just not in it, then that can negatively impact the stream as well. So, remember when Riot said that Valorant was going to be the next big game? I mean, all jokes aside, it's big and it's getting bigger. It's still in its infancy. It's not just started. It's not going to take over League or Counter-Strike or anything like that
right away.
Yeah. In a fortnight. But no, I think Valorant is definitely here to stay. I think that the thing that I've seen is they're constantly listening to feedback.
So here's my worry with Valorant.
Sure.
And it's the same thing that happened to me with Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six was a tactical shooter with, they came out with 12 operators to start, and it's 5v5. I don't even remember now. 5v5. And when they started adding all these operators, the game got too, too muddy, basically. Like,
okay.
There's too many operators. There's too many abilities to where you can't really, like.
I feel like once it gets to that point, there's one or two metas that you stick with, and that's
there's
it.
meta things, but there's abilities that come out that totally break other operators or don't make other operators viable, and it kind of ruins.
Yeah, we're talking about Rainbow Six right now. Yeah, we're talking about Rainbow Six and how it can correlate depending upon if like Valorant follows the same path, right? Is that what we're getting at?
Right, where it gets too crazy because there's 25 operators that all do different abilities, and with Rainbow Six, you used to be able to predict and basically know where people were coming from a lot more based on what operators or what was available.
Sure.
And maybe that's part of it is they wanted that a little bit more unpredictability, but it just seemed like that's what ruined the game for me was like, and plus the operators are DLC. You have to pay for them or buy a battle pass or
true statement.
Work your ass off in the game and play a shit ton to get enough currency to unlock them, which it's not always fun on launch day when they unlock a new operator and you can't even play it.
Right.
So I don't know.
Dave says, have you seen some of their statements to that in terms of the amounts of operators?
No,
I've not either. Jordan says, what about the Amazing Rogue Company?
It could be good. It is fun. I enjoy it now.
Do you see it being
big?
Yeah.
It depends. There hasn't been a ton of, I feel like there was some marketing for it in the beginning there. It is still in beta.
As I say, the game is not fully out yet. So I have to keep that in mind if I'm thinking about it from an esport perspective.
The thing about Rogue Company, it's like a Valorant or Counter-Strike, right? You have your buy.
Yep.
But you keep your weapons and stuff.
I was gonna say I like Rogue Company's rendition of it. I like it. Yeah. It feels good.
Also, yes, there's abilities, there's perks you can buy, but it could literally just come down to gun skill. You could just buy your weapon, make sure it's good to go, and if you're out maneuvering and out shooting everyone, you're good. You're good.
I was gonna say that burst,
the FAMAS
the burst
thing.
rifle.
Yeah.
I love that gun. That thing from
on
medium
Saints-
to long range is just
Yep.
nutty.
Yep, it's good.
So yeah, I don't know. Jordan says it's hard to say. I think it could definitely compete with Valorant if it gets following early on. I like it much more than Valorant. And see, that's the thing, is that I think Valorant has a much bigger pull because of Riot.
Yep.
And then, but Rogue Company, if they do things right and they get the marketing down right, and I guess what I don't know. It's hard. I'm going to save, because I just don't know. I'm going to reserve my thoughts until it's out of beta. That's what I'm going to say.
Sure.
But I like it right now. I thought it was really fun right now. All right. Next up. Dolby and Xbox partnership. This is by Dolby. Xbox and Dolby redefine next-gen gaming. With support for Dolby Atmos, games at launch, and Dolby Vision games coming in 2021, the Xbox Series X and Series S will be the first consoles ever to enable gaming in both Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. And I believe, according to Xbox, they are the only consoles to do it. So if what Xbox said is correct, or the folks representing them are correct, the PlayStation 5 will not have this. So you can think of that as a notch in their belt or not if you have a TV capable of putting out Dolby Vision HDR.
Right.
But that's, they're going to use it in their PR speech because we have it, you don't. That's what they're going to do.
It's going to really be on the developers if they put that much into their game. So not all games are even going to use it. And
even then, HDR implementation can be really good or really bad depending upon the game. So don't think of this as, oh my God, this is awesome, Xbox for the win. And no. So just keep that in mind. But it is a really cool thing that is happening if implemented correctly. That is really, really cool.
Agreed.
And then finally, we've been fucking waiting. The PlayStation event has been announced. This is by Sid Schumann of PlayStation. Before PlayStation 5 launches this holiday, we wanted to give you one more look at some of the great games coming to PlayStation 5 at launch and beyond. Our next digital showcase will weigh in at around 40 minutes and feature updates on the latest titles from worldwide studios and our world-class development partners. Tune in live on Twitch or YouTube this Wednesday, September 16th at 1 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time to see what's next for the PlayStation 5.
I think we have to get the pricing here.
Yes, this is also rumored to be where we're going to get the price and the release date for both consoles. Quickly going back to Rainbow Six, Dave says, so I'll cut it short. They're planning on reworking old operators now so they stop flooding the waters. They've been playing with ideas to bring it to light. They're also experimenting with the scopes, attachments, and how each operator interacts with secured walls, so we won't ever see a standard meta. Maybe one or two preferred operators, but no longer required to play to win. They're also working on upgrades to the learning process of the operators instead of just learning by fire. More tutorials is good. I think that's cool. And I mean, obviously, as we've seen, Rainbow Six Esports has gotten bigger and bigger.
Oh, yeah.
And in a way that I never thought was going to be possible with that video game. Because that thing released, died, got resurrected, and then just fucking flew. So it's crazy. According to the internet rumors, we're supposed to get a new SH game announcement, so fingers crossed if that's true. SH. PlayStation exclusive. SH.
I don't know.
Oh, Silent Hill? Oh, well, I mean, Silent Hills was supposed to be a thing. But yeah.
Operation Health V2, Dave.
It's important for companies to continue to work on their games for the life they expect. Cough, cough, Halo 5, cough, cough. Agreed. Yeah, PlayStation event, man. This holiday, November 10th, Xbox Series X and S are coming out. this holiday, PlayStation 5 and the all digital edition are coming out. Next week, the RTX 330 series pre-orders available. Yeah. Whew. What a time to be a video gamer.
Yes, sir.
That's it for COD and Other Games Watch. Will's Adventures Within the Universe. Other Game 2, Will, what you played this week? Or the past 3 days?
Past 3 days. Modern Warfare. Got a dub in Warzone finally.
Congratulations.
Yeah, felt good.
Congratulations. We're playing solos?
Duos.
With Joey?
Yeah. So it was kind of we got to the last circle and it was us versus it was 5 people left. So we know it was 2v2v1.
Okay.
Or it could have been 2v1v1v1, but most likely not. So we see one person dies. We're like, all right, 2 people left. Joey downs one of them, and I'm like, okay, I'm wrapping around the outside to get a different angle on wherever this last guy is. Turns out they had the guy that he downed got resurrected. I come around the corner, I down him again, and Joey's like, I downed my guy. I'm like, wait, but the game's not over. They both had self-revive. So we had to push up the hill and actually get to them. And I killed the last guy, and Joey was like, Joey didn't understand. He thought there was one person because he didn't realize they were both down with self-res.
Sure.
And he's like looking around. I'm like, and the thing popped up. He's like, oh. I'm like, yeah, we won. It was like,
that's awesome.
We're good. We got this.
Also, it's like the biggest minor complaint of all time. I really wish they did something better with their victory screen that pops up.
Oh, sure. Other than just a boom.
Yeah. It's not as like, I mean, with Fortnite, you get the fucking sound effect and the victory royale. You know what I mean? And like, I don't know. Apex Legends cooler too.
You do get the chopper coming in to pick you up, and then it shows all the people that died.
Yeah.
And no one stays for that but the winners.
Exactly. So I don't know.
I will say you have that only video where it shows all 80 losers. Yeah.
Dave says, so since we're off main topics, did you guys see the steel box for Lego Star Wars at Best Buy? It's Han Solo and Carbonite. Kind of dope. That does sound kind of dope.
Yeah, that's cool.
Can we talk about how dope that game looks, by the way?
I haven't checked it out yet.
So the trailer
I've never been a fan of Lego games.
Oh, this is a brand new so this isn't supposed to be like a traditional Lego game. They're supposed to be revamping everything. This is like brand new.
Yeah.
And okay, supposed to be, right? I don't know. But yeah, it is for all 9 movies. It's the Skywalker saga in one fucking video game. Oh my God. But yeah, I can't. The trailer is amazing.
So if we're gonna get back on Star Wars talk, did anyone hear the Daisy Ridley interview that happened over the last week and a half?
No, what happened?
That
doesn't sound. Wait. Is this in terms of the whole fucking
lineage?
Yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, well, like it just kind of pissed me off because first they came to her and she was like, she was a Kenobi, and then she's like, oh wait, maybe Palpatine. Oh no, we're not going to go with that anymore. But then, oh yeah, we are. So it makes me think like through the whole series, they were just fucking fudging it and moving along, not knowing what the hell their end goal was. And like, that's not how you treat a Star Wars story, right?
So what was it going to be? Instead of Palpatine, were you just going to have Obi-Wan Kenobi as a ghost showing up?
I mean, yeah, the plan in the final movie was to have all those ghosts. And
yeah, it would have been fucking cool.
Or the Force
I want
projections.
the Abrams cut, for fuck's sake.
I don't even...
Fuck this Snyder cut shit.
So a lot of people are now like... So Star Wars Theory, who I watch, is like... The sequels are just another realm. They're just, because they've... In the comics and books and whatnot, there actually are different, like, planes, getting into all that. So... Yeah, it's due to the departures.
People are mad at me about that Snyder cut shit. Multiverse, Josh. Oh God. The Star Wars multiverse.
So it it made me mad that they like basically pushed out the 3 movies with no clear direction. They
pretty good movies though.
I mean, from an action standpoint, yeah.
I loved them.
From a storytelling standpoint, it sucked.
Oh, sure.
They completely ditched Finn's full story.
Josh is about to fucking throw fists in chat. Just wait. Go ahead, Will. I'm really sorry. Keep cutting.
No, it just sucked. It ruined like Daisy finally speaking out, being like, yeah, there wasn't a plan for these movies. It was just kind of fucking cut and paste as we go. Like, it really kind of pissed me off.
That's why, and Jordan, hear me the fuck out here. That's why I think that a Abrams trilogy should have been it.
Sure.
That should have been it. The Last Jedi should have been written by him, and I bet, all right, Jordan, I bet we would have gotten an ending. A good one written by him. I bet. Bet.
So, I mean, yeah, if you want to fix the films, 7 was actually okay for me, right? Like, if 7 was the start, sure, that's it. But 8 should have been more like what we saw in the beginning of 7. Kylo searching for the holocron, Rey training off world, getting all that. Like, the setup for the startup for the set of 9 could have been a longer, almost full movie with some added things, and then 9 could have not been so fast. Well, could have been fast paced, but not so.
I can't believe I'm making this comparison right now. Okay, quickly, before I make the comparison I want to make, because I think it's a fucking phenomenal comparison. Jordan says, no, Ryan should have done all 3. JJ didn't want to do the first movie to begin with. He said no multiple times. Then they kept offering more money to. Money makes the world go round. No, it's fine. It's fine. The movies were not great. I like them because of the action set pieces. We already talked about that. But the comparison I want to make is I love that idea of fleshing out searching for the holocron and all that, because that reminds me of, and people don't like these very much, but I loved like during the last 2 Harry Potter films where they're searching for the Horcruxes.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That builds you up to... It builds you up to the super climactic fight at the end, the big battle, and so all that.
You're talking like 7 part 1.
Yes.
Where it's a lot of like downtime, a lot of searching, a lot of like
it's
fleshing.
a very and the thing I loved about that film, I'm not necessarily saying that Star Wars had to do the same thing, but I loved how dark that went.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just a family friendly Harry Potter film.
Well, that's what, with episode 8, they could have gone dark with how Kylo searching for the holocron to find Palpatine, right? Like that could have been, it could have tested his dark side skills. It could have we could have dove into that.
And they opened the movie with it.
Right. And it was boom, boom, done.
Yep.
Like
and then it just cuts to the next part.
That whole scene where he was going, like that battle in the beginning, that was, 10 seconds? Well, probably longer. 30 seconds where he grabs they call it a Pathfinder, I think, or a Wayfinder. It's supposed to be a holocron.
Sure.
That was on, I told you, it was on Mustafar, which was Vader's old world. That was his
right. And considering
planet.
The ties that Kylo has with Vader and whatnot,
that would have made it like you could have had him
so much better
being in the castle making those ties, and then when it would have made when he flipped at the end more dramatic after going through all these struggles to find Palpatine and like you know what I mean, dive into his dark side, and then to finally turn at the end, it would have made it much more meaningful.
And during that whole entire arc, you could have seen him having more like stress on the inside of switching, like fighting between that light and the dark.
Yep.
Because you're right, at the end of the movie, at the end of 9, it's like he just flips a switch.
Right, like he could have all along.
Right. And I'm like, looking back on all this, because like I said, I liked it as an action movie, but like looking back at all this, it's like, oh, come on.
Jordan wants to do a special episode where we talk about Star Wars for 2 hours.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm down to do a one-off shoot. It doesn't need to be, I'm down to do a one-off shoot if we want to do a podcast just about Star Wars.
We could do something.
Yeah, I'm down. I mean, it doesn't need to be HCS Pro Talk. It could just be like HCS Pro Talk presents this shit. I'm fine. I think it'd be fun as fuck. We can talk about that later. But no, I like that idea of having a a bigger arc for Kylo because you don't get that at all.
I'll say Jordan's probably going to show me up in Star Wars knowledge, though, because I'm not that deep into it, and I know he knows a shit ton.
All right, fine. We'll just have a Star Trek episode.
I know nothing about Star Trek. Okay, I played Modern Warfare.
Oh, what's the first episode of The Next Generation?
Yeah, was it good?
It's an hour and a half long.
Oh, wow.
It's okay. Go ahead.
All right. Modern Warfare, yes. I played Among Us. I played 2 matches. I got Joey to download the game, and we found a Discord, which was... I found the pen.
Ladies and gentlemen, Will has found the pen. And we're back. Jesus Christ. You know what I said this episode's going to be short?
Yeah, we stretched it out. So, yes, I played Among Us.
Yes.
We found a Looking for Group Discord channel, which has like hundreds of voice channels.
Holy shit.
And you just post like need to in channel 73 or whatever. We joined it. We joined a group of people who all pretty much knew each other already. So it kind of like sucked. And it was weird because like no one played the game the way I expected.
Okay.
And like, I was like, I just didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I was the killer in my first game. And I was like, I never played this before. Like, I don't know where the tasks are. I don't know like where I'm supposed to be like hanging out to like avoid detection and whatnot. And I didn't kill anybody because I was like, I'm gonna go over here. I'm like, oh shit, there's more than one person here. Let's double back. And like, I just didn't find anyone until I was the last killer and there was 3 other people alive. And those 3 heavily suspected me. So they just followed me around. And finally I just walked up and sliced one in half right in front of them all. I'm like, yep. Oh, well.
Oh my God. Okay.
Like, I couldn't get them to break up.
Sure.
And my team, like, I could have pulled like the O2 sensor thing or whatnot. But I don't think I was winning that game either way. But it was a decent time. I think it would be more fun with people I know because then like you can talk more freely. Like I can tell if maybe Dave's pulling our leg or something, you know? So I think it's gonna be a fun time. So what we talked about earlier, this Friday, which will be the, let's pull the date up here, the 18th, planning on doing an Among Us play date, 8 p.m. Central Time. Well, Dave...
Because you're a shady motherfucker, Dave.
Yeah,
That's why.
Yeah.
Considering it's not even your real fucking name. You are the shady one. Davey Wavy.
He says, oh, fair.
Davey Wavy is so shady.
But no, I think it'd be really fun to get as many people in there as possible.
It'll be my first time playing.
So yes, from the talk earlier, you can get it on Steam for $5 to play on PC.
Yes.
It's a mobile game as well, I think, which you can download for free.
Okay.
We're going to be using Discord, so it's kind of honor system with muting and unmuting during voting and talking periods. So
okay.
I heavily suggest setting a keybind to have for your mute button because it made it a lot easier. I did the little like star thing on my numpad.
Okay. So
yeah, you just hit mute while you play the game. When it's like something's reported or the thing comes up, you just unmute yourself and you can talk. Unless you're dead, then you can't talk because you're dead.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But yeah, I think it'll be a fun like strategy game, little party game just to get people together. I'd like to get 10, like a full lobby of 10, but if we can't, we'll just turn the amount of imposters down or the task down, and we'll see how it goes.
Sounds good to me.
We'll play it by ear.
I'm in.
All right.
I'm gonna win.
I bet you will.
I'm gonna kill everybody.
Good. Or lie your way to victory.
No, I'm just gonna kill everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
There is a
Dave's first. Do you know the Weakest Link is coming back?
The show?
Yeah.
Oh. See, I have some strategies of like
I don't know why I thought that.
People that I think in our community that will just talk and like try to like convince other people of things.
Sure.
Where if I am the killer, just sit back and just let people talk.
Sure. Just relax.
Just yeah. Let them point fingers. I think it's gonna
let them point fingers. You know what's gonna happen too.
I'm hosting. This is what I was asking you about, Jordan.
No. I think Jordan's asking about the Weakest Link.
Oh. He probably is. Damn it, Jordan.
That's what I thought.
I thought you were getting excited for Among Us. I was trying to get Jordan in here.
Hold on.
I thought that'd be fun.
The Weakest Link. I'm guaranteed I saw a thing.
You are the weakest link.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Weakest link 2020.
They should have your voice whenever someone falls or gets bye-bye.
Holy shit.
That'd be great.
That's awesome. All right, here we go. In July 2020, a revival with Jane Lynch as host and executive producer was announced.
Jane Lynch. Oh, that's, yeah.
From Glee.
From Glee.
That's the principal. Wait, no, coach.
Coach.
Yeah.
Cheerleader coach.
The revival is set to premiere on September 29th, 2020.
That's good, because she could be snappy at people.
Yeah.
I think she'll be good at that.
Oh, yeah.
Eventually, she is principal. Oh, there you go. See? We're both right.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, Jane Lynch. That's good shit. Yeah. I like that. Good show, too.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Josh, I am disappointed by your list this week.
It's okay. Everybody can be disappointed in my list this week, considering it was 3 days. But I played nothing. So, what?
I forgot. I played Mario Kart last night.
Oh, nice. Did you win?
Yeah. So Joey's birthday party was last night.
Yeah. Also, so Joey, if you ever listen to this, I never texted you. I never called you. I'm sorry. Happy belated birthday. I know it was a while ago, but happy belated birthday. Actually, fuck that. I'm going to do it twice because we still have shout-outs to go.
Okay. Fine.
So you won in Mario Kart.
Well, so we did Beer Olympics last night, which was interesting. So it started off, there was a bunch of paper bags on the table, right? And everyone just grabbed a paper bag. And if you got like matching beers, that was your team. So we were short one player, so my team only had 3 when it was supposed to be teams of 4.
Oh, I thought you were playing like Double Dash or some shit. That would have been fucking neat.
Yeah.
That's an idea, ladies and gentlemen.
So, yeah, so the first challenge was the first team to chug all their beers gets like free points, right?
Because that's easy.
Yeah, so my team was me, Rico, which is he's a drinker, and
Rico
then
Suave?
Yeah, I don't know his last name.
I don't know his name either.
And then Joey's sister's boyfriend was on our team.
Okay.
And apparently we could all drink because we were
sweet.
We were fucking good. So that was the first competition, was chugging, and we won that pretty handily.
You're good. Okay.
What was the second one? The second one was we did so you spin bat or whatever. So you put your head on the bat, you spin.
Fuck that.
So then you had to get up to the plate, and we were throwing beer cans, and you had to make contact with the beer can and make sure it was fair and go far enough, which I had to go twice because we only had 3 people. I hit both my cans. Nice. I almost beamed Joey back in the face because he was pitching. I was like, whoops. He's like, nah, man, I'm a pitcher. I'm used to that.
Oh, wow.
He did. He pitched in junior high and high school. So
that's awesome.
But yeah, third competition was Flippy Cup. And for that, you need 4 people. So
I would have sucked at that anyway.
So we had this girl sub in, and she could not flip a cup to save her life.
It's unfortunate.
And she subbed in for like the rest of our games. And I'm like, nah, we can do it with 3 and just have people rotate. But they made her sub in, and then she just tanked the team. I was we came in second. And if we would have just doubled up on our own players, we would have won. I'm pretty damn sure we would have won.
Sorry, Will. Sorry I wasn't there for you.
I missed out on a $5 Caribou gift card.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, we came in second. It came down to so the last game was beer pong. We were up by 2 points to the second place team for like event points.
Okay.
We lost beer pong by fucking 1 cup. Both of our beer pong games. So okay, we lost the game by 1 cup.
Sure.
So then we were tied for total points for the whole night of events. So then it came down to a overtime beer pong, which apparently I had no idea the rules. You put 4 cups on the table and stack 1 on the middle. And you have to get the middle one first to then move on to the 4, the top middle. Again, lost by 1 cup. And that they took the win home. And I'm like, man, and then the thing that pissed me off too is I'm all about competitive integrity.
Yeah.
So like people were like, for beer pong, we were only playing with 1 ball, and basically you just went back and forth with shooting. So the other team would have like different people, like they wouldn't do their 4 people in line. They'd only have like 3 people rotating because they had one person that just sucked at beer pong, and he was like trying to sneak out a line to not shoot, right? So I was like,
It's cheating.
yep. So a lot of that happened. One guy showed up, and so the team that ended up winning too was the team of non-drinkers. So I'm like, all of us are drinking and like playing these games, and the team that ends up winning has them like 3 or 4 non-drinker, or I know one person for sure on their team was drinking, and like had at least 2 non-drinkers for the night. And I'm like, unfair advantage. Plus that one guy stepping out of line not to shoot. I'm like, oh, God damn it.
It's fucking cheaters.
Yeah, man.
Those hackers, bro. They're ruining lobbies.
Yeah, I was mad. It's like we should have won that shit. But you know, it was fun. It was still a lot of fun to play.
Yes.
And it was a good time.
Awesome. Yeah, I didn't play anything. The only thing that I actually technically played was I did some Assassin's Creed Odyssey via GeForce Now. That's what I did.
Gotcha.
Which it was fine. But no, I was one of these people that bought Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning for the sole reason that it is not a remake of the game. It's just a visual improvement, not a whole lot changed to the game. And a lot of people are upset that there wasn't a lot done. But I never fully played through the original.
Okay. And
And I've heard that it is one of those hidden gems. And I played a little bit when it released, but I never really got into it fully. So got Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. I'm going to try to play a little bit of that. And I'm basically just getting excited for Black Ops Cold War because I want to play that campaign, and I know I'll play multiplayer for as little time as whatever that is. But no, I'm excited for that, and I'm genuinely excited for Cyberpunk. That's the big one, obviously, this fall. It was $15 if you had the old one. Yep, that's another reason why I bought it. It was 60% off if you own the original on Steam.
oh wow.
And I'm like,
Okay.
yep, that's pretty much a steal at that point. So yeah. Let me know when you want to run Cold War multiplayer. Sounds good, Josh. Also, so they asked in chat, what about the Mario game announcements? So, Super Mario 3D All-Stars. It's Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy, the first one, in one collection, releasing to the Switch next week on Friday. Or this week on Friday, not next week. This week on Friday. And it's releasing in a limited fashion physically and digitally.
It's stupid.
Yes. Nintendo need to get their head out of their asses. This is very poor practice, but it is confirmed that even if you own the digital version and you uninstall it, you can reinstall it at any time. It's not going to go away. It's not like the Fortnite situation on iOS. Okay? You'll be able to reinstall. And then Dave says Mario BR, again, Mario Battle Royale it's Mario 35 for the 35th anniversary. It is the same thing as Tetris 99. And this is also going to be in a limited fashion release, and it will go away eventually. So there's that. It makes them money without having to produce things physically. We've been talking about this almost the whole time we've known each other. LOL. Mario BR looks badass. Yeah, I might play it once. We'll see. And then they announced a physical version of Mario Kart, which is also an actual game. So like you build the course in your living room or whatever, and you use the carts, and then there's a camera on the front of the cart that you build, and that translates to the game. So that's cool.
Can you drift?
That's a good question.
I don't think you.
I don't think
not,
you can.
Because it's not going to turn your cart.
And then they also announced the Game & Watch physical limited release, which is an old school looking Game & Watch handheld, like those old like black and white screens that you just press a button and it would do one thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Way back. It's that, but it has an LCD screen and it comes with the original Super Mario Brothers on it. And a reimagining of that Game & Watch game, but it's like Mario Watch or whatever. Or Mario Ball. I think that's what they're calling it. And then Dave is upset that you don't get the Super Mario 64 DS version in that collection, which is better. It has a better camera and everything too, and added stuff. But yeah. So yeah, and then they also announced Hyrule Warriors, a new one, which is set 100 years before Breath of the Wild, I believe. So woo for that. And now it's still rumored that there's going to be a beefed up Switch next year. So I don't know.
Okay.
Take it for what you will.
They're coming out with 4K as well.
That was what the rumor was.
How?
So the rumor was that Nintendo's been reaching out to developers to create 4K versions of games, and that would be the next. Would be this updated Switch. Was rumored to come out this year.
How big is that Switch gonna have to be though?
No idea, man. I would love, honestly, I would love a beefier Switch with reduced bezels on the screen. Like, I think the bezels on the handheld, like on the Switch, are bad. But if they got rid of that, they fixed the Joy-Con drift issue. I don't know. It's hard. I don't know. Yeah, I really didn't play anything for the last 3 days. Well, it's time for some shout-outs. Happy belated birthday, Joey. That's all I got. All right. Community creations. Halo memes every day. Check them out. Clips of the week number 71 by High Tech Redneck. That'll go live more than likely tomorrow. And then we have Nerdnades Lunchy Halo highlights number 1 YouTube video. Go check that out as well. Well, that's all I got. This show definitely went longer than I thought it was going to. Will, plug the show.
Find us on your favorite podcast services. Just search for HCS Pro Talk. We're on iTunes, Google Play, Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, and others as well. Leave us a review and let others know about the show. You can join us on Discord. Join the community discussion. Link is provided in the Google Doc at the show notes of the show. Exclamation point, show notes, and chat. We have our Xbox Club or Spartan Company. Maybe they'll be viable someday. Who knows? We are now on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, if you want to count Twitch.
Yeah.
It's a social media site.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Social and you have media.
Yeah.
Social media.
Live stream is normally every Sunday at noon.
Correct. Where we talk about football, Star Wars, video games, maybe some Halo.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows anymore? We do have our eSportspedia page. We have our own website, hcsprotalk.com. If you're interested in merch, it will be provided in that site, or there is a direct link provided in the Google Doc, which you can find in the show notes.
Or exclamation point merch, I think. We'll send you there too in the chat. Sick.
That's all I got. Josh, do we know what's next week for Halo?
If only HCS would announce something. Boom, boom, boom.
Sorry to bring that back up.
Let's look this up real quick.
What are we looking at?
Oh, I shouldn't have looked it up. That was a bad idea.
Did you look up Halo on Twitter?
No, we're losing 22-10 at halftime. We got a touchdown in the first quarter. Green Bay got 19 points in the second quarter. 22-10. That's that.
Time for a comeback.
We're the comeback kings, except we're not. So, we'll see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for episode 144 for HCS Pro Talk, including some football and Star Wars and other video game talk. I want to thank you very much for listening. I want to thank you very much for watching, tuning into the live show. If you're here, thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Yes.
Thank you all for being a part of the discussion. It was great. We had brought a lot more topics into the show, which was great. And yeah. I just really hope we get an announcement at what the fuck is the next for the Pro Series. If that continues, if we have Halo 5 back, whatever it may be, I'm just fucking hopeful that we get some information soon. I'm really excited for the PlayStation Showcase on Wednesday. I think it's going to be awesome. I think we're finally going to get those prices, the dates. Yeah. You know what I think would kind of be a bombshell
Hmm.
that they drop? So we know that on the 22nd, I believe, is when the Xbox pre-orders go live for this month. I think it'd be a bombshell if Sony has their presser and then
Pre-orders live now.
right now.
Interesting.
It'd be the first place where you can put money. You know, because I don't think they come out with a higher price point. I don't. I think it has to be 500. They can't do 6.
No.
6 won't sell. And I also don't think they can go lower than 500. Except for the digital edition.
Well, yeah, that's going to be...
Is it 400 or 450?
I would say... Because it's the same power. It's not like the S where it's...
Correct. So 400 or 450?
I'm going to say to compete, they're going to go 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they drop that bombshell being like you can pre-order them right now, 2 things are going to happen. 1, sites are going to crash. And 2, like the fact that they would be the first place where you can put money down on something, that'd be something notable because you can't pre-order the RTX cards yet. AMD doesn't have their announcement until the end of October, or not the end of October, but in October. And then you can't pre-order Microsoft's consoles until near the end of September. So if they come out with that announcement and be like, today, that could be big. Regardless if it's the same price point, just the fact that you can get your pre-orders in right then and there.
Yeah.
That'd be something.
For sure.
Something. All right, guys, we'll be back next week to talk about hopefully some more Halo stuff. Hopefully something gets announced within the next week. But if not, we'll have other shit to talk about. There always is something to talk about. But we love you. We'll see you next week. But until then, bye-bye.
All right.
Jokes and puns. Jokes and puns.
Yes, sir. Do we repeat Thursdays?
Sure.
We
Go
said-
ahead. Also, keep all of them, please.
Okay.
Because I honestly forgot to post them in the work thing. So
Gotcha.
just keep them all. Go ahead. What do you got?
Well, this one was kind of 50-50 last week when we said it, but we'll say it again.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, here's Justin. Uh-oh.
my computer's got Miley virus. It has stopped twerking.
I have a fear of speed bumps, but I'm slowly getting over it.
That was in this one previously. You said not to rip them.
You can rip them off, just don't
Oh.
tear them up.
I'm going to leave them on.
Okay, that's fine too.
Last time I got caught stealing a calendar, I got 12 months.
What do you call it when a bunch of chickens play hide and seek?
I don't care.
Foul play.
Oh. See, that would have been like, what do you call it when a chicken kills another chicken?
Yeah.
Foul play.
Or
like,
gets a penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have been way better. But you don't write these, so.
I couldn't quite remember how to throw a boomerang, but eventually came back to me.
Oh, fuck off. For the weekend, the joke of the day is, I don't understand odorless chemicals. They don't make sense.
I was totally reading a joke in my head, and I totally didn't hear what you said.
I don't understand odorless chemicals. They don't make sense.
Because you sense.
Yeah.
Or,
Correct.
all right.
I'm just tearing off the little trim there at the top. I love you, Justin. I also fucking hate these calendars. Stop being a bitch. Play the game. Fuck you.
We out.
We out. The Packers are beating the Vikings bad, LOL. I mean, hey, just wait till your Steelers play. But no, like I said, I don't put it past Aaron Rodgers to win a fucking football game. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
You're kick my ass. I'm gonna put it this way. We'll see who's in the playoffs. See who's in the playoffs. That's what I'll say. Let's go watch the rest of this fucking football game and see what happens, Will.
Sure.
Let's go eat some food. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the after show of episode 144. Justin says, got to find some new ones soon to send out. What are we feeling for 2021? Is there, like, do they make a dirty joke calendar? I want something a little more risque, you know?
You do like the...
Yeah, I like the
edgy
mean ones.
The edgy,
yeah.
the mean ones.
Yeah, if they make one of those, I'll pay you for it. Give me one of those. Because if we keep getting like joke of the day or dad joke ones, we're gonna get so many of the same.
Yeah.
And yeah, give me some.
I have to say the Miley virus one is actually pretty original.
That is. There's a twofer in there.
Yeah, a twofer, and I haven't heard that anywhere.
I haven't heard that either. It's good. It's good. Next year, man, we need to have an HCS Pro Talk Fantasy League. We'll see. Will is the commish. Will's the commish on the friend league that goes on. So I'll leave it to you, Will. And something else for Will.
Oh no.
What do you want, Will?
What
do you want in a joke calendar? Will wants an inspirational quote calendar.
No. Wait. Only if every page says...
Stop being a bitch. Play the game. Fuck you.
There you go. Every page, every day.
For Thursday, September 10th, your inspirational quote of the day is, stop being a bitch. Play the game. Fuck you.
How great would that be? Could you imagine, like, someone coming down to work every day and just, like, peeling it off?
It would make...
it's the same thing. Maybe different colored backgrounds every day.
Make my day every day. It would make my day every day. I love that. Maybe a video game quote calendar. That could be cool to see. Could be.
I don't play enough variety of video games where I'd be like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know who the hell said that or what that's from.
I got one. Ugh! You know what that's from?
No.
Every sports game when somebody hits another person.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Sorry, Madden NFL 21. That's where that one was from.
Nice.
Yep. Ah! It's that's from NFL 2K5.
Gotcha.
Right there. That's where that one was from.
Oh.
Yep. I'm pretty good enough. Yep. All right, see you later, Josh. Go watch some football. We're gonna watch some football as well. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Special shout out to Dave, our sword of saying Helios. Just because I wanted to say it. Oh my God, I almost forgot. Holy shit. I need to do a little review on this bad boy.
Sure.
Real quick. So, this is the 2020 Mountain Dew Voodoo Mystery Flavor. That's what this is. Will, like I said, I have a 12-pack sitting in the garage outside if you wanted to give it a shot. Maybe. Dave says, I get to do my makeover stream soon. You guys need to come out to that. Dave, you're getting a makeover?
History.
I know. That was the joke.
Are you doing highlights or is it...
It was your sub goal? Fuck yeah. Let us know when. 2020 Mountain Dew Voodoo Mystery Flavor. All I'm going to say is that I think my wife hit the nail on the fucking head on this one. She tried it first, okay? And she said to her it tasted like when you take a handful of Skittles.
Can I see the bottle?
Yeah, all different flavors, right? I'm also a firm believer that I don't think the Skittles necessarily taste different. I feel like they all kind of taste the same.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm kind of on board with that.
Yeah. But apparently they do taste different. Maybe I should just pay more attention next time. But regardless.
Okay. Yeah.
What were you going to say?
Well, look at the bottle. It's the Skittles flavors.
Is it?
Got the red, the yellow, the green, the blue.
Holy shit.
It's all mixed in like the rainbow across.
Didn't even think about that.
Across the bottle.
Do the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. Think about that collaboration. But yeah. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like if you took a handful of Skittles of all different flavors, you shoved them all in your mouth, and you chewed them all at the same time. That's exactly what this tastes like. 100%. So yeah, if you like that, there you go. Did they just mix all the flavors of dew into it? That's why they call it voodoo? No, they did do that, though. That came out as a different flavor.
Which wasn't that good.
No.
Kind of bland.
Yeah. It was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they did do that. If you guys want to keep talking about literal makeup in chat, you go right ahead. But I'm not going to step into that territory. But yeah, I recommend it. It tastes good.
Stamp of approval?
Yeah. You
Okay.
get the HCS Pro Talk stamp of approval.
Well, half of, because I haven't tried it.
You get the
JK Fire stamp of
the
approval.
half CS Pro Talk stamp of approval.
Oh, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the after show for real this time. I want to thank you very much for watching. You guys are amazing. Dave, again, shout out to our sort of saying Helios, just because I wanted to give you a shout out. Shout out to Will for getting this Among Us community playdate set up for Friday. Excited for that.
It'll be a good time.
Yes. If you want to play some Halo, we have the community playdate on Tuesday for that.
Yep.
So be there for that if you'd like to. But yeah, a lot of cool things for video games coming in the horizon. Hopefully we get some Halo information sooner rather than later. Not just HCS, but obviously Infinite as well. We just want, I really hope we see multiplayer soon. Just to kind of get those juices flowing again.
Oh, yeah.
Because I hate how shit's lying dormant right now.
I'm really excited for the Among Us playdate. And because of the resurgence in the game, they came out and said they're making an Among Us 2 now. But they just started, so don't expect it anytime soon.
Sure.
But it's kind of cool, like, what was it? Up until like 2 weeks ago, there was only like 2,000 players. Now it's in like the, 40,000.
Yeah, because the big streamers
Because the big streamers played it. But I didn't even know the game exists.
Yep.
Until then. I'm like, oh, this could be really fun.
Yep.
So I think it's cool that live streaming can do that for video games.
Absolutely. And then Justin says, just got to wait 10 years for it to make it to Canada. I'll ship you a can.
I got a question for you.
Oh, shit.
Is your voice cutting out in your headphones?
No.
Okay.
Is it cutting out for you?
Every once in a while, I get like the... Yeah.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
What game? We're talking about Among Us.
Yeah.
How it was at 2,000 concurrent players. Now it's at like 40,000.
Big jump. You know how many players Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning has? Not that much. So, honestly, I don't even know how many it has.
I might need a new cable or something. Something's not going
Got a
on.
little jiggle wiggle.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, luckily, if you do need another cable, you can just buy it directly from Astro.
Yep.
They sell. That's the cool part about.
I've had to once already. So.
Huh. With that headset?
Yes.
Huh.
I think I maybe I didn't have to buy one, but I did.
Sure. Better be safe than sorry.
Because I got the new microphone thing. Actually, I want a new headset overall because I cannot use a microphone in here. It just falls down.
Awesome.
Doesn't grasp.
Justin says, okay, bye, friends. Going to watch some Netflix and nap. Have a great Sunday. Why the fuck aren't you watching football? Bye, Justin.
Always got to get the last word.
Gotta do it. No,
All
seriously, Justin, have a great night.
Yes.
But yeah, guys, we're going to take off. We're going to watch the rest of this game. We're going to eat some pizza. We're going to have a good time. Let's catch you next week. Hopefully we got some more Halo stuff to talk about. But if not, there's always other things to talk about in the space. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, bye-bye.